Got up this morning, things weren't working right. I said I wanna make a change. I said I wanna fight. Obama walked up and said, yes, we can. I said I wanna ride your nuts, cause I think you're the man. Now I'm dick riding Obama, Obama. Now I'm dick riding Obama, Obama. Now I'm dick riding Obama, Obama. Now I'm dick riding. Dick riding for tomorrow, dick riding for today, dick riding for the straight, dick riding for the gay, dick riding for America, dick riding for rock. It's okay to ride that dick, just as long as it's Barack's, and now we're dick riding.
They should do that same one with Trump now.
No, they need to do it with Biden. See,
yeah.
Dick riding for Biden, for Biden. It rhymes better.
That's it, Justin. We'll just have you do it.
Yeah.
And what they forgot to mention was that they were talking about Michelle and that.
Yes.
See,
Big Mike, not Michelle.
I think given recent events, it would have to be about Hamas or whatever,
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Well, let's just ask,
dick riding Hamas.
Well, because I hear the term dick ride or this or that, but what's the technical definition? Is that like riding someone's coattails? Is that just like kissing someone's ass? What does that mean? What does that actually mean?
It like the basically you think the person is infallible, like you think the person does no wrong, like that's what dick riding is. Like
you go to bat for them or defend them no matter what or whatever.
Yeah. We should have one for Israel then. One of those songs for Israel.
Really, I guess you could just have one for everyone. We can all. Everyone's got some dick riders, I suppose. Shit.
I mean, everybody's got to have some kind of level of dick riding, right? Like they got to have somebody dick riding for it.
Yeah, if you're gonna be, famous or a politician, I mean, if you don't have at least like a handful of dick riders, as parlance of our time, then you never get to be, where you are, right? You got to at least have a handful.
Yeah, definitely a handful.
A couple of handfuls for Obama.
Yeah.
Melanie has no sound, by the way.
You gotta hit the mute button, unmute us. That's what it is. Jim can hear it, so I'm not sure, or at least Jim hears me.
I am like driving through the Everglades, so
love you. Bye.
If I go out, that'd be understandable.
Try unmuting your phone. Maybe your sound video.
Don't get or never mind. Brain's not working.
Swamp ape.
I need more coffee. Yeah. Look for some alligators. Hey, did we do that story about the alligator?
I don't think so.
No.
I wasn't sure if we did that Monday.
What story about the alligator?
Which one?
I saw a video of
an
alligator.
A lot of stories about pet alligators.
Yeah. I gotta find it. The missing alligator.
Yeah, the emotional support alligator.
Yeah, where was that on? Was that on?
That was
Signal one. Okay, I gotta find that. You guys go by your business.
See, this is why I said we don't.
Yeah, but I don't have Twitter on my
phone.
phone.
On the show, you got to put it on Twitter.
We're not allowed to talk about the alligator now.
Yeah. If you can't post it in the right chat, you can't talk about it. That's what it is.
Well, we did the story recently about the guy who where was he? Like New York or something, and he had a pet alligator, and they like deemed that it was illegal, and they came and took his alligator away.
He was in Long Island, and he'd had that gator for a while. He had it for a while. When I say a while, I mean it was like
Wally, the emotional support alligator, stolen in Georgia.
No, this is different. We got to recap the Long Island gator because it's just typical New York. But they kept changing
go to that
regulations on the guy. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yes, they do change those quite a bit.
And he couldn't get a hold of the people. They wouldn't like respond to his calls, so they suspended his permit to have an alligator, and then came and took the guy's
I
pet
remember
away.
this guy.
This is a different guy. This is a guy from
this is a different one?
Pennsylvania. Mhm.
Oh, okay. So there's another one. So there's two guys that have an emotional
Apparently,
support alligator.
gators make good
Well,
pets.
Yeah, this is emotional support alligator. The other one was just a pet. He didn't like take it on
okay.
the airplane with him or anything. Yeah.
I think this is the same one because I remember him trying to go to a baseball game with it.
No, that was
This is
Albert.
a film.
I believe that was
Albert.
Albert, and this is Wally.
Okay.
Two
Oh,
different gators. Get your
So-
gators.
Two
So
different gators.
Clyde
Albert
is the
didn't have
alligator
sunglasses, okay?
expert.
Oh,
I
okay.
am.
We are the #1 pet alligator tracking podcast on the air right now.
So we have Albert and then we have Wally now. So and they've both tried to take them to a baseball game, and that's what I'm understanding.
That's the best way to get ladies, in my experience, is bring a gator to a sporting event.
Man, he must be getting so laid every single night. Then.
Oh, I tell you.
And it's gone far from when I was single. I'd walk around with my dog, and that worked well too. So,
No,
Oh,
gators
restricted around
attract
your
a
shoulders.
different crowd.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
Wally here, what
especially in
happened?
Florida.
He got accidentally released in Georgia or something. Somebody let him go.
Well, that's the story. I don't know. The guy they were down in Brunswick visiting in Georgia, and I don't know, he went somewhere without the gator, and it got in the neighbor's yard, and then they captured it and released it in the swamp. is the
Apparently,
story.
it was. Well, no.
If it
Here it
ain't-
says, like after he's been stolen, the gator's owner reported that he was taken by a person who likes to drop alligators in people's yards to terrorize them.
Oh no!
If it had eaten one of the neighbor's chickens, he'd have to shoot it in the head, and put it down.
while I
Well,
can't
and this-
condone that, I do understand why he does this.
It's like the guy that poops in Pringles cans and like throws them in parking lots.
What?
I mean, like, really,
What?
you got to be. We did that story.
Wait, how do you know about this? Is you? This is
No,
definitely.
it was a
something you
lawyer.
do.
There was a lawyer that got caught. But I mean, this is like, if you bring your emotional support cat to like China and you leave it unattended,
It'll
it's
get
They're
gonna
gonna eat
disappear.
it.
Like, you can't bring a gator to Georgia and leave it in your backyard unattended. It's just not gonna. I mean, this is what
It'll
happens.
be
you know?
Mushu Kitty, man.
Yeah, right. Like this gator is probably in a market somewhere making boots. You know. Like,
Oh, poor Wally.
Do people eat gator? Like I've.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Gator is good.
Okay.
Gator's
Gator
Gator
good.
is good.
Yeah,
Gator's good.
Okay, I need to try it next time I'm down in Florida.
Yeah, you'll get like fried gator tail, like nuggets is like the most typical thing you'll see. But if you go somewhere a little more like I don't know, proper, but I think there's like gator rib or something too. But typically they take gator tail and chunk
So,
it up
Dag,
and fry it.
When I'm down in Florida in October, we got to go find some place to go get some gator. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's not hard to find.
and
Yeah.
then chase it with a little manatee steak.
Louisiana,
You think fried chicken
Louisiana
liver?
is where you want to go for good gator. That's
Well, I'll be in Florida, not Louisiana. So
them
Cool.
Cajuns know what they're doing with some gator.
You
Yeah,
guys
that's
should
probably
film it.
very true. Like, like pretty much the vast majority of the time you get it here, it's probably from the same gator farm. It's the same, and like Cisco or whatever you guys have, Cheney Brothers, whoever supplies your restaurants with food, it's like they have like a frozen gator nugget thing. Probably you probably really have to. I know they're out there, places that would have better, like gator options like that, like a more specific gator restaurant. But
Different
but I
cuts
don't
of the
know, I'm a
gator.
little rusty.
It's
I don't know
not.
if
It's
Catfish
not
Johnny's
wild
is
gator,
still around.
right? Like they sort of domesticate a lot of them, farm them or whatever, right? And,
Yeah, I think typically they're going to be farm raised gator if you're eating gator. There, people obviously hunt them, but I think if you get your hunting permit and you can get like tags and hunt them.
They're
But
hard.
then I
Up
think people
here it's
typically
hard.
keep them for themselves or they use them for
Yeah.
hide.
Up
But like
here,
there's a
it's
place I used
quota
to go as a
hunts.
kid by Lake Panisovsky called Catfish Johnny's, and they had like frog legs and all that, and they had like a zoo out back with like alligators, snapping turtles, and this
Get
and
to
that.
pick your gator.
Oh, that one looks lively.
it's like going to the restaurant with you get the lobster. You go
Yeah.
and you're like, I want that gator.
Mm-hmm.
You won't
That
miss
big
it.
ass, that big ass
Chinese
snapping
place.
turtle right there. Soup that motherfucker up. I want
Where I grew up,
They,
there's a
they
Chinese
wrestle it
place
for
right
you,
next to
stun
the.
it right in front of you. Yeah.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
just shock it. Like they just shock it and then they kill it.
If you pay extra, you can wrestle it yourself.
Imagine a
Hey boys,
Chinese
we got a
place
new
next to the humane
restaurant
society.
idea. Let's do it.
Oh
wrestle,
man.
wrestle the gator
PETA
live in front of the.
PETA
Hey, and
PETA
if you beat the gator, you need they'll give you they'll refund you. You know.
Bread the meal's free.
If the gator doesn't get a good bite in.
Yeah. If you make it out without a scratch, the meal's
Man.
free.
PETA would just have a permanent tent set up in front of our fucking restaurant. Like they would never go away. Speaking of PETA, bring up who's got the T-Rex chicken.
Oh my god. Okay.
What?
Did y'all see that?
Mm-mm.
They bring that back
posted
every.
about a while ago.
No,
That was
they
a
they
lot-
yeah they
I
bring
don't
it
know.
back
It's been
every.
making the rounds here.
God,
Yeah,
we're-
it's like if you wouldn't eat a T-Rex, you shouldn't eat a chicken. Like motherfucker. Well, who said I won't eat a T-Rex?
Who
If they
wouldn't
were
eat
still
a
around,
T-Rex?
I'd be
That's the
hunting.
real question.
If they were still around, I'd be hunting them motherfuckers the same as I hunt deer and everything else.
Eh,
We're like
Dinosaurs
3
are
years
big.
worth
Be trying
of
to
meat.
I'd be trying to figure out a way I could cage and domesticate that motherfucker so I don't even have to hunt it. I can just raise it up from it. I can just raise it up from the egg, and then it loves me and it trusts me and it won't try to bite me whenever I kill it, so I can turn it into meat.
Justin has
Like I'm
that
doing with my
next to his
turkey.
goats. He has a T-Rex
Right
and his
here.
goats together.
If you wouldn't eat a T-Rex, don't eat a chicken.
I mean, they're not even good with coming up with stuff to.
Who does that
like,
appeal to?
I'm starting to feel the same about PETA's Twitter feed as I do about the Occupy Democrats and the other 98%. Like I feel like all of leftism is just becoming a parody of itself. Is that just because of how fucking moronic they are, or what? Like,
I mean, it's like what's the phrase reducto ad absurdum, or there's the other one too.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah,
the opposite.
right.
Whichever it is, it's just it goes on. It just gets so
Gets
bad
the
that
point
it
of
just has
deserted.
to eat itself alive. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's entertaining.
Kristen
highly
Mill's gonna take
entertaining.
it to the gravel pit. You know, she's gonna take the whole Democratic Party to the gravel pit and just lay them to waste.
I mean, they don't care. Like they literally said like at least a lot of them will say like, hey, we don't care about the Democratic Party. Like screw them. Like we're literally we just want you to do what we say. That's legitimately what they do.
We need Mark.
Yeah.
We need Mark on the show because he and I were having a discussion about some things that had happened over the last several months, and he was like, "Well, it is a self-immolating ideology. Like that's kind of the end result of this stuff is it's gonna set itself on fire." So
Yeah, but the Republicans aren't too far behind with all their like everything's anti-Semitic. You think or say now.
Well, I mean, there's other stuff too. I mean, like the Republicans have a problem of just like they just want to lose, and that's worse to me than a self-immolating ideology because like
Right. It's like that. You know,
like
one of them
instead of a slow burn, they're just like, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna eat it.
What did Malice say? Like it's like one's driving the speed limit, like Republicans are driving the speed limit to communism or whatever, and the Democrats are, I don't know, speeding. It's the same thing. They're both like speeding to self-destruction, self-immolation. Right? I mean, they're both headed there. One's getting a little quicker than the other, but.
gosh, we're doing the both sides are equally bad, and
Yeah,
Michael Malice.
Well,
Michael
just
Malice
equal-
quotes. We're going full libertarian retard today.
Equally
Yeah.
retarded.
Wait,
Yeah, you know,
Find
Yeah.
us like a gorilla story or something. We need more.
Hey, you don't enjoy. I mean, like sometimes you just gotta enjoy sitting back and watch them all. Like
Well,
It's highly entertaining. I love watching them set themselves on fire. Like I'm glad I don't have to smell it. Burnt flesh doesn't smell good, but watching them do it is highly entertaining.
Burning leftists it probably stinks pretty bad too because they probably don't
Shower.
yeah, they don't shower probably.
You ever been passed by a hog rendering plant before? It don't smell good.
ooh,
Oh
Well,
we used to have
we can restore our faith a little bit here though. because apparently they had I don't know, I can't find where's the time one. Anyway, this is
Can we
what
show
Trump
YouTube
said.
clips?
Depends on what it is.
So, depending.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's not some from like mainstream news or whatever.
If it's Saturday Night Live, it's getting removed immediately. If it like there's some anything Beavis and Butthead, that's getting knocked out immediately. Family Guy is kind of hit and miss. Like it depends on what it is. You can show
this,
on YouTube.
This is totally safe. I just put it in the chat where it's not a gorilla story, it's a bear story, but it's equally as entertaining. If you want to, I mean,
That's Trump.
We'll do that next.
There we go.
We'll do that next. It's
all
gonna
these kids are at the zoo watching the
no.
bear, and there's a mama duck.
It's good for him, man. Circle of life.
Here we go. Yeah, you can hear the parents like, "Oh no, this is about to happen." Wow. Oh wow.
Well, we're just gonna sit around and watch.
Circle of life, baby. There you go.
Hey man. Oh no. Okay, we can't watch this. Hey buddy.
Oh no.
Can we not?
Is he like strangling it?
Juniper.
Or what?
Oh, he's gonna get it.
Did you hear the woman in the background? Can we not do this?
Yeah. See, that's literally woman behavior.
Oh my god, that's such a.
We got to talk about something after this, though, related to what this is.
So wait, what's happening? I can't really see. I'm trying
There's,
to drive.
there's a bit. They're at a zoo, and there's a water hole, and there's a brown bear, and there's a family of ducks.
He's eating ducks, and they're blocking it.
Yeah, they.
All the kids are watching, and the parents are screaming as the bear goes into the water to
So
eat the ducklings.
this is very like timely because this past week there's been the past couple days anyway. On Twitter, people have been having this discussion about women and the bear question. So the bear question.
What's the bear question? Is that like?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with.
Is that a Mark
either,
kind
I
of?
saw something about
Is that
this
like
on Occupy Democrats.
Yeah.
Familiar.
See, that's a different bear question though, Dag. Okay.
It's like Caleb Williams was really disappointed when he learned he was drafted by the Bears, and then he found out it wasn't just a bunch of big gay guys.
Yeah. Like anyway, so the bear question is like you ask a woman like hypothetically, if you're walking alone in the woods or hiking alone in the woods, would you rather like if would you rather walk up on a bear in the wild or some man that's in the wild? And for some reason, a lot of women just say the bear. Like they just say like, yeah, let me walk up on a bear.
Well, when's the last time the bear ate? That's the next question. I mean, like, you know.
So the hypothetical is like it's completely open. Like the bear could be starving.
Well,
it doesn't matter. Like
there's
another question
the thing.
you could ask there.
Clyde?
If there's blood involved, the bear is going to be really hungry.
What time?
What time of the month? Well, here's the thing. And seriously, this was the point of the Occupy Democrats or whatever post, was the fact that you even have to ask qualifying things like that mean that men are evil and vicious. Because
wait, no, is there literally a post? Are you joking, Dag, or is there literally?
No, I'm not joking at all. That because you can't just go, oh, the man, duh. Because you have to. But I think it was phrased not like it was a woman. It was like if your child was lost in the woods, would you rather there be like a bear or a man there with them or something? And the fact that you have to ask questions like, oh, well, what kind of bear or what kind, like this or that, then you wouldn't just instantly say the man means that men are evil and questionable.
Oh my god!
You know, morally. You get what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find this one. Oh no!
Provided it's not Joe Biden, I'd
Hey
rather-
guys, while we're talking about bears, I just want to remind you that on May 28th is 8 years since they killed Harambe.
Oh
Has it been that long?
yeah.
It'll be 8 years on May 28th. That's when the world went to hell. I'm convinced that was the turning point.
Did they do anything with him
8 years?
afterwards?
They murdered him.
I mean, after they murdered him, did they make a statue out of his body? Did they?
No, they probably just threw him in the garbage.
Ashtray?
Probably
Did
just
they,
threw him in the garbage.
Hmm.
It was May
Put him in a
28th,
Chinese food restaurant.
2016.
The Chinese restaurant.
Oh. You want some Harambe with that?
Where was that?
Is it Cincinnati Zoo?
I think
Yep,
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati Zoo.
Ohio.
Well,
Maybe I'm
Detroit's
just-
not going to get their RoboCop statue. I don't think Cincinnati is going to have any luck with a Harambe statue.
I mean, you just get them taxidermied, you know? Like,
Or Pasadena, their Paul Walker statue. But we get a George Floyd statue, of course. Jeez.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Look, you can't not
Was it-
have.
Was it the George Floyd mural that like?
They actually
They
have
got
like 3
struck by
statues for
lightning?
him, right? Like they have like.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
remember
I
the
think-
mural when it got struck by
one of
lightning?
them got hit by lightning.
No,
right?
that's funny though.
Like totally burned out. I'm gonna look it up. Here, go about your
I
business.
think he even got a park bench and everything.
We've had some
How
interesting
long? How
ones.
long
We've got
until you
the,
think?
we got the George Floyd Memorial. We've got the one that looks like a giant hair pick. Where was that? And then we had the
Oh, that's
Giant
that's
poop.
from. Isn't that
And then-
from Spaceballs?
no, that's real.
There's
Like there's an actual memorial that looks like a giant hair pick. And then there was the one that's like supposed to be a Martin Luther King Jr. memorial that just looks like a giant penis. Like,
That looks- I think
Oh,
it's-
yeah,
well,
that
that's
one.
fitting.
The
one that's
That's
great.
fitting.
Holding it, yeah.
Yeah. The
That's
embrace, I
fitting,
think it's
though.
called.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm on my job site. I got to go, guys. Have a great day. Peace.
So,
Have a good
Later.
one.
the question is here, like, how long do you think before the Floyd Memorial gets vandalized and stolen for?
It already has. It's already been vandalized and they like arrested the guy. I'm pretty sure.
But I mean, like a lot of them. Not
Did
a
they
lot.
arrest
There's
God
a number
for
of
striking with
statues
lightning?
lately that have, like, bronze or copper statues where they've been cut down and basically melted by people, or smelted, I guess, or
Oh,
sold for.
there
their
was one
toughness,
guy.
their weight.
It was hilarious. There was the Jackie Robinson statue.
That's what it was. I
recently.
was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie Robinson. They actually the guy stole it, and then I think he was gonna smelt it, or I don't think
Yeah,
he
it's
started
just
to.
they just left like the feet there at the bottom of the.
Yeah, I think he left the feet. Yeah, here I'm pulling it up.
Surely that's going to happen in the George Floyd one. I mean, it's got to.
I don't know, dude. Like that would probably get you like in huge hot water. Like you would probably be gone forever.
Yeah, but
Here. So he cut the leave the feet, left the feet like that. There's the rest of the statue. So he must have hauled it off, and then hit the statue. All that remained. Let's see. Did they received reports of fire in a trash can, roughly 7 miles. They found charred pieces of the statue. So the statue. So they're probably gonna have to make a new statue for this. 'Cause,
like,
that's probably-
is there who did it? Like, do we have a
I
description of
think
the
it was
person
just
that
some
did
like meth head that was looking for metal.
Well, I don't know. Like they just found charred pieces of it though, so I don't know if
I
they
thought
got
they
away with
found. Yeah.
anything.
it? What? There's no like video of who did it. I bet there's video, and they're just
There's-
not gonna. They're gonna
They're
ignore
still
that
asking
because-
here, community help.
Because it's not a hate crime.
Oh wait, no, or if it's black on black crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't talk about that.
Shh.
I don't know
But
what the
yeah.
fuck's going on in Indiana. This dude has got like, he's driving just a Toyota Camry. It's nothing super special, but he's got it all tricked out and got some like nice rims and stuff on it. But then he's got his regular tires in his back seat. Like, what the? Like,
just
dude,
did it.
you're way too proud of a fucking Toyota Camry. You need to calm the fuck down.
What year is it though? It depends. If it's like pre-95.
No,
Yeah.
it's like newish.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I had a 1990 Camry, and that thing was awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably like a
Was it-
17 or an 18, judging by the front end.
No.
Hey, dude,
Mhm.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay, so hold on here.
A beautiful mural honoring the late George Floyd has been destroyed in Toledo, unfortunately. It was nothing scandalous, though. The mural got struck by lightning, causing the bricks it was painted on to crumble. The mayor of Toledo and the artist, David Ross, say they will make sure it gets replaced.
That's God
Hey,
saying
that's
stop
awesome.
making false idols.
Yes, that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is.
That's hilarious. Like they had to be so mad about that. They're probably gonna be twice as mad when their friends get deported by Trump, apparently too. So Trump actually, this just recently came out. He has a whole where's the time? I think it's on this article here. Yeah, how far Trump would go. So they're talking about, they interviewed him, I guess, and then he's talking about what he's going to do in his second term.
I keep getting blocked by these like leftist pages on Facebook because they keep posting all these terrible things that Trump's going to do, and I keep posting the Peter. I'm already voting for him. You don't have to sell me on it.
yeah. Yeah, they're like apparently saying like, I'm gonna deport at least 11 million people. Yeah, more than to remove more than 11 million people from the country. I think there's got to be way more than 11 million illegals. So I don't know.
11 million is a good start for the
11 million is a little bit low. See, like 6 million maybe too high, but 11 million is a little bit too low.
That's the ones they actually know where they are. Like, I mean, that's a decent start.
Yeah.
Because once you start rounding up the 11 million, you can be like, hey, all right, where's all your buddies? Like,
look, you get the 11 million and you find all their essays, inside the car with them, because it'll be like, oh, this one's not registered, and then there's like 6 other ones in the car with him. So you can just get a whole bunch, you know.
The thing is, you don't need.
Like, we'll make you a deal. We'll give you a work visa if you tell us where all the other ones are. Like,
yeah.
The thing is, you don't need to deport. The thing is, you guys, we don't need to really deport. What we need to do is put like 100% tax on sending money back to your home country.
I mean, that would help. But then again, but some of them are living here with their family here.
Yeah, but that's a start. If you put 100% tax on sending money back to Mexico or other countries, then you would 40% of the people would leave.
Well, I mean, but then
they would have to.
There's a much bigger problem though, because what we're doing right now is we're giving a lot of people work visas. Like, even if they come here legally,
you stop those too. You cut all the work visas. You do a federal ban on work visas from outside the country unless they're of a certain grouping or a certain education level. You pull those. You don't allow any banks. You federally shut down banks.
Why? Stop. Why the work visas? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Those are the people that actually go through the process, that do the thing right. They come here, why stop them from sending money back? Like, that's
because people are illegally using the work visas. I understand the ones that are here and actually doing the work visas for the right thing, but the ones that are, because you have companies just giving,
they can come here on a work visa and then they don't
stay. Or
they overstay.
Or the companies are illegally giving them work visas where they shouldn't have them. You know, so
the work visa system is abused. I guess more what more we're saying.
The system needs to be overhauled completely. And the only way to do it is to stop it and then restart it slowly.
If you stop something, you don't restart it. You just fucking put a bullet in its head and dump it in a ditch. Like,
yes.
A gravel pit.
There is that's the thing. All these people are like, we need to reform. Like, no, you don't need to reform anything. You need to put a bullet in its fucking head, roll it off in a ditch, and move on like it never happened. Like, if you're gonna do away with it, like, the work visa thing is something that I see value in, because like that's the way that they're. Okay, the corporate sponsor work visas, yeah, fuck that shit. But the ones who are like actually going through the system and doing the thing to get here to do the stuff, and usually they're seasonal visas. Most of the time, most of those don't overstay their visas, because the visa has, there's a certain level of tracking on it. They know where they are. They know what they're doing. If they, once the visa expires, then it's either you renew the visa or, you get your ass shipped back. Like, okay, the corporate visas and stuff like that, cool. Fucking get rid of that. But like just the general work visas, those are the ones that are actually doing it the right way. Like, that's not something that necessarily needs to,
I can't remember. Is it the H-1Bs that all the tech companies are using?
Yeah,
H-1B. Those are the okay. So I'll compromise with you. I'll compromise with you and say those are the ones that need to go. Keep the guys coming here to pick the fruit, whatever. Like,
That's fine.
Wrestle the gators. Harvest.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Yeah.
yeah, because I know plenty of them. Like companies will literally pay people from India to come here to avoid having to pay an American to do the same work. Like, that's what I don't like is that they
Yeah,
will
and
literally pay some guy from India to come here to be a tech or something like that.
And then those companies that are doing that, you find them billions of dollars and either shut them down or stop them from doing it. That's how you fix the system, is by not allowing them to use those loopholes that they create or that they pay Congress to create.
So get this, they're like, Trump remains the same guy with the same goals, but in person, if anything, he appears more assertive and confident. When I first got in Washington, I knew very few people. So this kind of goes back to my theory of his first presidency is that he's saying he had to rely on people. So he really did just kind of want other people to help him learn the system. And maybe this time it's different. I don't know. And they're saying the old guard is vanquished. The people who remain are his people. I don't know if that's all true, because there's a lot of people who aren't his people who still hate him, but they pretend to be his people. But
I
I
say,
don't
y'all
know.
see, y'all see what Magoo's saying over in the comments. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like we're looking at it from as far as like the tech side of it goes. Yeah, fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's
But, like,
that's. I was more
No,
talking about that. I was talking more about the tech stuff than the agricultural.
Yeah, we need all the unskilled labor we have, because our unskilled labor is just retarded.
Oh shit, we got to. No, yeah. So.
I drove
But I
through
think-
Middle Georgia the other day, man. Just fields of onions, like acres of Vidalia onions. Just, it was amazing how many there were, and a couple of them, there's guys out there like, and because you got to do it all by hand, because it's all soft. Like, it blows my mind. It's so much work.
I think honestly, having equipment that could do it would be a better solution in the long term.
Yeah, but some of that stuff, like, you can't, like you're too
Well,
rough
no,
on those onions.
you
they get
can't.
jacked up,
No,
like,
you can. There's ways to do it. It's just we don't want to innovate that way anymore. We want to innovate in the way of like, electric cars or whatever. We could innovate. We could innovate on
in the
making farming
agricultural
easier.
side of stuff, no, you can't. Like, unless you want to completely destroy your crop every time you like, do you want 40% loss of your crop every time you go out? Because like that's how you ruin an agricultural bit. Like, agriculture is high volume, low margin. So if you're not getting 98% of your crop out every fucking time, you're going broke. So there are a lot of things that you cannot innovate. You cannot take out the human element of it. Otherwise, like, because there is going to be so much loss, you can't do that. I understand what you're saying, but you don't understand the delicacy of agriculture and how some of that stuff works. Like,
you need AI with soft hands.
You have to have the human element. Like, it has to be physical hands doing it. If you've got a robot doing it, you're crushing shit. Like, there's a level of like the egg laying stuff. Like, there are big egg laying
Robots
processing
definitely can't
plants.
lay eggs.
But yes, robots can't lay them, but they can collect them. But then they also, again, they're running on like really high volume with a certain expectation of breakage and like turnover and stuff. And like, for a lot of the agricultural industry, you cannot have that. You can't have that degree of loss on your product.
But isn't that already what Big Ag does? Like the big big farms, don't they already operate kind of from?
No,
that
but I think some crops
angle?
are more like your apple. Some apples and stuff, right? They're grown because they can handle more of that, right? Like that's why you don't have certain types of tomatoes produced on mass scale, because you just can't. Like, something like a Vidalia onion that's really soft. Like, you got to do that by hand.
Right.
You
The
can't,
industrialized agricultural side of it, they have specifically bred the stuff that they're using to be hardy and to work for that. Like he's saying, the Vidalia onion, like certain breeds of squash, tomatoes, cucumbers, like there's certain stuff that you do not get in industrialized agriculture because you straight up cannot do it. Like, that stuff has been that stuff is being bred specifically for those purposes. And okay, sure, if you want everything to be uniform, that, yeah, if you want everything to be fucking soy, then cool, we can do that. We can industrialize the whole fucking thing, and we can automate the whole fucking thing, and you can never have flavor ever again. And that's cool if that's what you want. Like,
everybody can get boobies. Everybody can get their own set of boobies.
But they're already doing that with so much stuff. They're already making it flavorless.
You don't have to live
that's
like
so
that.
when they salt the crisp.
It's what we're trying to say is you don't have to
I
live
understand.
like that.
And that's why we like switched a few years ago, and we only buy stuff from farmers directly that is good. I mean, there's a reason we did that.
Yeah, yes, but in order to do that, you cannot automate that. Like, it has to be done by hand. And if you're going to do it on
I'm not even saying automate.
And if you're going to do it on a semi-larger scale, then the hands are going to be probably Mexicans.
Here's the base take on that.
Really, are Mexicans too expensive? Didn't they go to Guatemalans lately?
Instead of hiring out these, South American, whatever, the immigrants, have more kids.
Or just adopt a bunch of them. That's what Clyde did.
There you go. Adopt a bunch of kids, and there you go.
It's like, here you go. No, y'all.
You just need more workers, so you just start adopting.
Hey, like, God, if we're gonna keep growing,
this,
he's like, God, if we're gonna keep growing this farm, we're gonna need more hands to do work. Check out the adoption agency. See if they got any black kids.
Oh no!
Oh, we're still getting banned. Yeah, it's nice knowing you guys. We have to switch over to another Rumble or something.
Oh my god!
See, I always thought what I wanted to do was travel to like Nigeria or something and adopt a 7-foot, like 18-year-old.
Let him go to the NBA.
Bring him back and teach. Yeah, bring him back and teach him how to play basketball, and then I can get rich off of his shoulders.
Yeah, but then you'll have the
LeVar Ball. Isn't that the ball guy?
But then you'll have the
Manute Bol.
You'll have this case. Who's the quarterback that freaked out on his white parents? Can't remember his name now.
Kaepernick.
Oh,
How do you
yeah. Then you'll be in the Kaepernick situation. That's a problem.
Well, maybe.
You just got to keep him off social media, and then they won't.
Oh, look, see, you already get the millions from him that you wanted. Say like, hey, son, I could borrow a cool couple million, and then it's just then you're square,
Right, get your money up front, and then once he turns woke and retarded, then you can just be like, yeah, whatever, we're done with you anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Oh boy.
What happened with the Michael Oher thing? Remember the dude that went to like
like
the Blindside movie?
Yeah, the Blindside guy went to Ole Piss, and something about the family was fucking crazy, and I don't know, a bunch of crazy shit came out after the fact.
Yeah, now he's claiming that like the mom was crazy and everything.
Wait, what was this? I was reading something. What were you talking about?
Let me see what the latest thing was.
Michael Oher of the Blindside movie, and like
the Tui family had conservatorship on him. I didn't know they did.
Wasn't there something weird with like how much they donated to the school kind of thing, like that got them?
Yeah, they donated. That was part in the movie. Like they kind of portrayed some of that like they were people were thinking that because they were alumni and they donated to the school that they were getting favors by the coach signing him. That's what they thought.
Right. I thought there was more than that came out.
There's this new stuff is like let's see. Tennessee judge signed an order ending Sean Leanne Tui conservatorship over Michael Oher after he accused the couple of representing themselves publicly as his adoptive parents and using him for financial benefit. So that's where he's saying that they used him for money, basically. And so they were like, well, we don't figure, like, let's see.
I mean, that may be true, but I feel like when you make that much money, at some point you just say, cut it. Don't give them any more. you've got enough. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't know.
Or never received any. So he's also saying he never received any payment from for the movie. Like even though he was portrayed, he wasn't compensated for the movie. Which I don't know. I don't know how.
That seems like that seems like a failure on the part of his agent. Like who is his agent? Like, okay, if you allowed your name and likeness to be used for something, but then you didn't get compensated for it, but like you,
it says he signed away his name likeness to the movie studio, but he never received any money. So they may have just signed away his rights to the movie studio, but they didn't get anything for it, or the agent, maybe the agent collected.
Sounds like a bad deal.
It. Well, I mean, it could have been the agent was like, well, this is my fee, right? And he basically took all of it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
But
sounds like. Yeah. I mean, that sucks, but like, what are you gonna do? It doesn't sound like anything necessarily illegal especially if he signed away his rights. Then, like, sorry, dude.
What does CNN actually stand for?
I agree, Magoo. We're gonna have people will have to if we want anything to be done here, we're going to have more children.
That's why you need to. What's the replacement? Like 1.7 or something. Got to have at least 3.
Shit, we only have 2, and we're not having it anymore. And I'm not adopting. I'm not adopting. I'm done, man. My youngest is 16. Will be 17, and I want them out of the house.
Don't want to start that clock over.
No.
Look, you can just be a really, really old when you're your grandpa. When you have your last grandchild, you can be 70.
Shit, dude, I'm already 50. What do you want?
That's what I'm saying. Like when you have your last grandchild, you can be 70 something.
No.
Yeah.
Oh wait, man, I want to travel. I want to travel with my wife and no more kids.
See,
they're gonna start popping out them grandbabies. You're gonna watch them.
He wants to go on more yacht cruises. That's what he wants.
Hell yeah! I want to be out.
He's building the super yacht right now. Got it all
he just wants to ride the yacht into the end. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I make so much in the coffee business. There we go. I paid for it. Yeah.
There we go.
Sells his beans for good money.
If I had a yacht, I would not be living in West Michigan. I'd be living down in Florida.
I like that he's still implying though that you would still be on the show.
Oh hell yeah!
It's good. It makes me feel
good.
Like
you guys. Some of you, not all of you.
Yeah.
See, not me, because I caught him out on being a boomer and wanting to travel.
Yeah, hell yeah! I'll travel. I'll gladly take that whatever. I can't think either.
Are you actually a boomer? What are you, Gen X?
I'm Gen X.
Yeah. I'm just messing with him.
No, I know.
Are you Gen X, Clyde?
Nah, well, I'm a Xennial.
He's my age.
I'm that window in between. We got all the tech that was new coming out. Totally messed up our childhoods.
Well, speaking of traveling, though, apparently there's going to be some Palestinians traveling to the U.S. as refugees because Biden is wanting to, he's going to actually give them a permanent safe haven. So permanent. So they're going to get to come over here and stay. I say we put
them all in New York City.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. Let friendly fire happen. I don't really care.
Yeah. Yep. Or wherever that. I think it's north of New York. There's the largest synagogue in the U.S. We put them all in that city.
Tell all these college students at Columbia and NYU and everywhere else, okay, we're
y'all can take them
over here, and right, you give them your dorm room. They're gonna stay in your dorm room. So
for Gaza, for free Palestine.
Yeah,
free Palestine.
The funny thing is, if you say anything about Israel, then you're anti-Semitic. But why isn't it possible just to despise both sides equally?
Because,
I know, but you know what I'm saying. if you
Why-
say one thing
yeah.
about one side, you're saying the other side's good. But it's like with every argument we have in the U.S. It's like I can dislike both of these sides equally and think they're all scumbags.
Yeah, it's like,
Hey,
I'm like,
it's just-
hey, Israel's doing some pretty fucked up shit. Like, oh, so you support the terrorists? I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. Why do you have to be such a binary retard? Like, there can be more than one opinion
Yeah.
on this. We're not talking about genders here. Like,
Yeah.
calm the fuck down.
But I think
Yeah,
I think
look,
it's
you know,
because
you
both
can have
sides are so
infinity
extreme,
opinions on
right?
it.
Yeah,
Either
both sides
it's this ultra conservative, like Israel Judaism is this holy grail that's untouchable, or you're like self-immolating leftist. And you have the same, extremist. No nuance, right?
this-
Is that the route we're going today, Justin? Nuance.
Yes. Yes. None of that. We don't do nuance.
Yeah, no nuance. Screw that. We pick a side. Look, pick a side and die for it. Okay, like that's what you got to do now. Like,
That's right.
even if they both suck.
Well, I mean, if I have to pick a side, I know which
Oh,
one I'm
God.
picking. But
Oh God. Oh well. There goes demonetize. As if we even had monetization, right? We're gonna get this.
We've had too
stream
many
will get blocked.
videos removed to ever get monetized.
But yeah, so apparently to qualify to enter, they have to prove that they're fleeing persecution based on certain factors such as their nationality, religion, or political views. While some Palestinians could say they're fleeing repression by Hamas. The hell? No, I don't think he's oppressing his own people necessarily. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know enough about it.
hey, Justin, Magoo just gave us our next show title.
Nuance.
Nuance is the worst N-words. There we go. There's
Oh,
Friday's show
God.
title.
But yeah, the resettlement could garner criticism from Republicans, which are talking about the issues at the border. Soon after, let's see, said should not welcome, claiming that they are anti-Semitic, of course, and potential national security risk. I understand, but like, yeah.
Yeah, but so is the other side.
Yeah.
Because if you say anything against them, they cancel you.
I mean, they're the ones
This
that
is
plotted
true.
9/11.
What do you think those tunnels were for?
and what was the other ones that they plotted? How many other ones did they plot to?
I mean,
Most
just
of them
look at
responsible for 9/11. You got the ones that
Look.
planned it and the ones that executed it.
I know the perfect thing here. This is exactly. Look, I'm going short Hamas. I'm going long this. Okay, this is what we're going long on. This is our long call here. We're gonna invest now. Invest today and join the Zion Oil and Gas Company.
Is this Tim Pool's company?
No. This is his. This is a separate venture.
Okay, sorry.
Not necessarily related, but yeah, and invest today. Apparently, empower Israel's energy independence. Learn and invest today. I don't know why I got this this ad randomly.
It looks like some Nazi World War II propaganda, if I'm being honest. Like,
This says this is a U.S. based company that has not to date found any securable oil, and the company is led by a man who said that, and I'm not going to repeat that on.
That's up high. I mean,
hold on, leave it up. I gotta see. I can't
That
see it.
Zion Oil and Gas, that is going to be just as much of a scam as
I can't see it.
It said there was
what was it?
somebody
Mr.
got,
H
you know,
HCF,
was a
or
good
what was
thing
it called? I
for
can't remember the name of it.
Jays. Mr. H was a good thing for Jays, is what it says.
which arguably, I mean, it gave them Israel back. You know, I mean, like without
I
World War II, there would be no Israel.
Back? Was it really theirs to begin with?
Well, I mean, from 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, but all
Was it-
those
I think it was-
Jays
I think
were
it was,
killed by the Ashkenazis.
I think it was Toad from Terror Gang that
Right
posted the poll. Would we have been better off if the Allies had lost World War II?
Yeah. So Jay put up a good comment here. It's like the Gaza Christians will be the last people left in the U.S. or last people let into the U.S.
Yep, exactly. It'll have to be the actual, because let's not say we're against terrorism, because let's be honest, we allow plenty of terrorism within our borders. Like, that's completely allowed. We just don't, because even with the protests, so like somebody made a good point, like they can shut down whatever they want to do, but they didn't shut down 2020, but they're shutting down the protests now at the universities.
Oh, well, look in New York. Did you see what they were
It's-
doing in New
it's
York?
noggin
They were beating the
jogging.
hell out of people in New York for protesting.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but in you know, in 2020, when protests are going on,
Summer of
protests are
Floyd?
going on there. Yeah, the Summer of Love. It was all
Summer,
love. Yeah, it was all
Yeah.
love. No destruction. Nobody lost their business.
Why do you think insurance prices have gone up everywhere in the entire country? It's because they paid for all that. That's why insurance has shot up 50 to 100% on stuff.
Well, that and inflation, but yeah.
Well, no, I mean,
No,
but it's more.
Insurance has outpaced inflation.
It was
hardcore.
more. It was more the insurance company, you know, because they can't lose money, paying for all that stuff being burned down. That's why everything skyrocketed. It's inflation, but it's more of that.
Oh yeah, but, yeah. It was exacerbated
I mean-
by the problem. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, yeah. I forget what we were just talking about. That's how much I was in.
I went through a dead spot and y'all cut out for most of that, so I don't know.
No, I think like it would be nice, right? If they could just raise the rates where like people protest, right? Like is it, out
Yeah,
here,
raise
there's
rates on
nobody
people who
here.
protest.
You know, like there's nobody out here, right? But my car insurance is gonna double. Like,
Yep.
get out of here, man! I don't drive through those parts of town. Like I'm a good driver. I might drive too fast. I might brake too fast, too hard. I might, you know, but I know what areas to stay out of. Like, you know. All right.
I would say, you know,
I thought we were just gonna sit in silence for the last 8 minutes.
We should. That'd be great.
you know, we could, but I think sitting in silence is pretty retarded.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.